So far, in the last 2 seasons especially, it has happened both years. Okay? I'm listening to people are angry. I'm listening to Eagle fans who are upset, who are excited about this coming game tomorrow. The showdown between our boys, the Dallas Cowboys, and them, the Philadelphia Eagles. And I'm listening to Lord Brunson. I'm listening to FedQ. I'm listening to Joey Shakes. Okay? I'm listening to myself, Bird Gang Sports. All right? And even my boy Philadelphia 500 in this past week. I'm listening to them. I've been waiting for a minute. I had a few things to do this week, so I'm making a video. But I've been listening and watching them. And you can see, you can feel it. You can cut it with a knife. You could also smell it. Fear.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly.
Hello everybody, it's me, Cowboy Legends for Life, coming back at you again with another video with my hopes that you like the last one. And I'm telling you straight, man. I'm telling you straight, all right? You could see they did it last season, okay? Especially after they won the Super Bowl the year before. And what they acted like during the time when they thought they had the season in their hands early on and lost it in the second half to the Cowboys, okay? And you see it now, what it comes down to again between them and the Cowboys. And they know they're afraid. They are terrified. And even so now, because the teams between them actually have improved from the Cowboys standpoint from last season, and the Eagles have been a lot worse than they did the year before to this standpoint. But we're expected to win. And you know what? The Cowboys are going to win. Okay? The Cowboys are going to win that division. They're going to beat the game. They're going to win the game tomorrow. And here's the thing, though. Am I satisfied with the season? Hell no. By no far in the imagination of the stretch of the imagination am I satisfied with this season. I'm angry about this season. I'm disgusted with this season. Okay? Though we will pull out the Eastern Division, I'm certainly disgusted with this season. And more so than I am about my defense. And certain players such as Lawrence, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Smith, and several others, okay? And we had injury bugs that hurt our team. I mean, talking about Anthony Brown, and he was not as much as effective he was this year as he was the previous year, coming off the bench. You understand? But we had significant injuries to our defense. But here's the thing, though. Not so much would they allow them to play so badly this year they did last year when he still had some injuries. Okay? Lawrence was injured last year, and he still played. He played up to his potential and abilities. This year, all he did was run his fucking mouth, and I don't want to hear it no more. Just play. I don't want to hear his mouth no more. Just play. Brother, I'm going to tell you something. I want him to play better than he did the first time he met with the Eagles this season. I want him to play better this coming game than he did that game, because that's the only time he started to get off. The first time this season was that Eagle game. He really came alive. Other than that, all he did was run his mouth. And that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about our offense. I'm not worried about that at all. I know I'm worried about Dak and is he okay? Is he healthy enough? Is he less injured than he was the past week? Okay, so will he be able to throw the ball long, or will he be able to just throw it short, dink and dunk? I'm hoping he can dink and dunk, so he can start moving that offense. And of course our running game, include Pollard in there. Include Pollard, include some blocking for Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott, like Olawale. But don't give the damn ball to Olawale, because every time he gets the chance to catch it or do whatever, Olawale screws the fuck up. And I don't want to see that. But that's a little bit here and there things. That's really nothing. Okay? I want our receivers to be open and create space between those Eagles defenders back there, those cornerbacks and all safeties, which they've been able to do for the last, 3 seasons. Okay? Now, I'm going to tell you this, too. People keep talking about, Eagles ain't got no more receivers, and you keep dropping your ball and all this other stuff. Like we told you, you heard from Max Kellerman now. You heard from Stephen A. You heard from Skip. You heard from other talking heads said the Cowboys have more drops than the Eagles this season, and them for the majority of the season have more drops than them. Okay, and the one who has the most drops is Michael Gallup. He has 8 so far. 8 drops. That's a damn lot. Like it was several years ago with Dez Bryant, he had 12. Led the league in 12 drops. Made Dak Prescott miserable with his antics and his fucking drops. Okay, but here's the thing: the team is so good offensively with these receivers, with Cobb and the rest of them. Okay, that it's not affected the Cowboys as much as the Eagles think they affected them. They both 7-7. That's what pisses me off, of course. But Michael Gallup has at 8 drops, more drops than Aguilar. He has more drops than Aguilar. Okay, that's right, more drops than Aguilar. And yet they despise Aguilar, and we love Michael Gallup because we know what type of potential he has. He needs about 8, I think it's 80 yards. 80 yards to have 1,000 yards for the season. When he had 5 touchdowns. I'm proud of Michael Gallup. And remember now, he had 3 drops in one game at one point early on in the season. I mean, the first 3 balls thrown to him, he dropped the ball. So, and no one despised him. No one said, oh, get him out of there. Nobody cried and shit. Because, Michael Gallup is capable of getting the job done. He's a good receiver with some great hands, though. Even though he had some drops, he had some great hands. He catches some critical passes in critical traffic and catch that ball. I like Michael Gallup very much, and I have faith in him. And so I actually think he's gonna be the key to this big game. It's gonna be Zeke doing his thing, but the key to this game is Michael Gallup catching the ball in the middle, going across the middle. You understand? And out route. Okay, I'm telling you that right now because if he gets connected with Dak Prescott anyway, that opens up even more for Cooper, even more for Cobb. You understand? Even more for Jarvis, which I hope I see more of tomorrow afternoon. I hope I see more of him than I would my man. You know what I'm talking about? The old man Witt. But I'm not even worried about whether the Cowboys win or lose, because even if the Eagles win the game, they can't get the division until they can beat the Giants. And the Cowboys win. If the Cowboys win against the Redskins, okay, that gives the Cowboys a chance. That gets the Cowboys to take the division anyway. You understand? So I think that's how it's done. I gotta go look and see the thing, but I think that's what it is. All right, but it's amazing. Okay, it's amazing how this season started. It's amazing how this season ended on both teams, from both teams. Okay, both of them played badly at times, and both of them played decent at times. Okay, but the Cowboys have always been the stronger team in the most critical moments, even at the most talented team, by far. Okay, and what's been the most disappointing, okay, been the most disappointing to me is the defense, starting with DeMarcus Lawrence and Ezekiel Elliott at times. He's been very disappointing because the front line, at one point, the front line's been playing better. You know why? The front line's been playing better, even though the Cowboys won the last game and had struggles on several other games. They've been playing better since Connor has been out of the fucking front line. They've been playing better. Yeah, they've been playing better. Okay? So Connor's out. That's why they've been playing better than me. Getting better protection for the quarterback. They only sacked Dak 11 times this season. I think he's only sacked 11 times. 11. All right? And you got what's the name? Wentz been sacked over 30, I believe. And Wentz does this shit about they still trying to make you think that who's the better quarterback. Dak's been the better quarterback since he came into the damn league. With those 2 first-round picks, actually 3, when you think about it, those 3 first-round pick quarterbacks, that would be Wentz, that would be Goff, and that would be goddamn that kid that got kicked out of Denver. What's his name? We forgot his name already because he ain't played the damn thing. He didn't do any damn thing. He's that horrible. Okay, and I forgot his name right now. But here's the thing. What's more important here about that is that Dak Prescott has outplayed them all. He's outplayed that whole class. Yes, he has. That whole class he's outplayed, bro. Okay? In that year. And he's been doing that since he came into the league. And not only that, you have Carson Wentz had 44 fumbles. 44 fumbles. Not to mention interceptions. 44 fumbles. Wow. Wow. 44 fumbles? You won't give a call. You paid a elite quarterback money and try to give him elite status, which he's not ever earned, never been in the postseason, okay? And the fact that the dude has 44 fucking fumbles. He don't have that. Just told you about what I said in his rookie season, and even in his second season when he had the best season, okay? And especially in his third season, I've been saying it all along, he has very little pocket awareness. Very little pocket awareness, okay? And y'all been trying to just label that shit on Dak for I don't know how, since he came to the league, that he has no pocket awareness, he has no footwork, but let me tell you something, Wentz ain't beat the Cowboys since 2017. Hasn't beaten them since 2017. But he's elite. He's an elite quarterback, according to Lord Brunson. He's an elite quarterback. They talk about getting him clutch. You played against the punk-ass Giants and the punk-ass Redskins, okay? And y'all laughed at us when we blew them out. I'm still cracking them about that. But since Carson Wentz had to come from behind to beat them in the last minute of the games, he's clutch after losing the 3 games in a row before those 2 games, though. 3 games in a row. Horrible, okay? Because of those fucking fumbles. But somehow, it means so much that he came back to beat the Redskins and the Giants because he's clutch. He's coming to Carson Wentz. Dak Prescott on the other hand blew the motherfuckers out every time he played them. Somehow, it's just the Giants and the Redskins. Eagle fans are fucking stupid, man. You're stupid. You hear me, Bird Gang? You hear me, Lord Brunson? You hear me? Y'all hear me? But Joey Shakes, okay? Nitro Freak, even Nitro, all of them sound like they're about to piss their fucking pants. That's how much shit they're talking right now. They're pissing their pants and they know it. Here it is, brother. You understand? Here it is. And you're taking the ability of both quarterbacks, all right? And then you're putting to a game where that they have to show the man, show themselves to be well a grown ass man. Put it that way, Ezekiel would say about Dak Prescott. Okay, and that standard in terms of trying to get through a game and trying to get through it and win it. Okay, and see who comes out on top. And you know it. Dak's been out on top more so than on Wentz. You know, if he wins this game, he's won 5 in a row against them. And every critical game they played against each other, Dak has won. Not just Wentz. You're talking about all of these quarterbacks in the league. Okay? He either came close to winning them, and the majority of them, he won them. Okay? If he wins this tomorrow, it'll be his 40th win of his career. 40th of his career. Okay? And he didn't have a great season because, you know, it's time for fucking Garrett to go. Linehan's gone. He should have won with him. It's time for them to go, man. I'm just hoping that if they come in with a new coach next season, all right, that he's going to be someone who's going to have the ability to pick his own fucking team, okay? Don't have to kiss Jerry Jones' fucking wrinkled up ass, okay? And also... one more important thing is that at least he would be consider keeping Kellen Moore, okay? Because Kellen Moore is pretty smart, okay? And Kellen Moore has done things for the Cowboys offense that opened it up, and he did that, okay? Win or lose, the majority of our losses was because of the defense, not the offense. Of course, we started out slow sometimes, but so what? We came back. We're still one of the number 1 offense in the league. Still the number 1 offense in the league, okay? So. We have never been that. Never been that since the 70s. Since the 70s. We had Tony Romo. We had Aikman. You understand? We had those 2 quarterbacks, and we still never had a number 1 offense. Number 1 offense. Okay? This is Prescott, everybody. not just Prescott, but the kid being allowed to do what he wants to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Opening up the offense a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? All right? Letting him be a quarterback, not a prop like fucking Linehan. A quarterback, not a prop. So I'm hoping that at least the new guy, the new head coach, come in and give consideration to Kellen Moore. Now, I'm hoping that maybe he wants to talk to Chris Richard, but I want Marinelli. I'm sorry. I don't want nobody who does not want to be aggressive in defense, which is what defense really means. Is you have to be aggressive in defense in order to beat an offense. You understand? And Marinelli is not an aggressive fucking defense coordinator. He never was. He's the same, bro. As much as he can train and create players that can be a magnificent player, and he has that guru in him to do that. The man, when it comes to a game plan, sucks. And this, let me tell you why the defense did well, okay, in that game last week, okay, because you saw them putting extra men in the front and they blitzed several times. And I think that was a call from Richard more so than Marinelli because he never fucking blitzed. And I'm sick of it, bro. I'm sick of it. Okay? And so that's what I'm hoping, that they do blitz far more, okay? I'm confused that goddamn front line, offensive line. Confuse them if you have to. All right? But be aggressive. Don't be bitches, bro. Because Maryland shows them how to be good on the front line, but he teaches them in the cover 2 and cover 3 action how to be little bitches. Fire to the ball. Don't just fire to the goddamn receiver. Don't just cover to him. Fire to the ball too. Richard had to do something to do with that. I'm tell you something about turning it around. And you can't have too many goddamn chefs in the kitchen, bro. Okay? Somebody's going to have to make a choice. And what is this thing about? I'm sorry, man. What is this thing about Jerry Jones where somebody like Will McClay don't have a real title when he's really a general manager, doing things as general manager does, okay? What is this thing about Chris Richard, who's really made the Cowboys defense one of the top 10 at least? You know what I'm saying? About they were number 6 last season because of him, okay? Because when Marinelli, he's never been better than 16. He's never been better than 16 till Chris Richard got here. Okay, so I don't want to hear it, okay? I don't want to hear it, okay? All right, it's Marinelli. And Marinelli's got to go ahead and retire, man. He did his job. He helped us out a little bit, but he's never been that guy, that really person. You know what I'm saying? He's a great trainer. Give him that. Damn, he can train. Okay, he's taken nobody defensive players and turned them into fucking monsters. Yes, he has. But when it comes time to the crunch time, they won't be aggressive because he won't call for it. If I see a fucking nickel back, if I see a nickel, what do you call it, the nickel play? If I see nickel defense again in the Cowboys, I'm gonna hurt somebody. It's the worst fucking defensive call in the history of football. Whoever made it up, if he's in the Hall of Fame, should be kicked out the Hall of Fame. It sucks. The nickel defense sucks ass, and I don't want to see it. So anyway, that's my opinion. That's my thoughts. What's going to happen tomorrow? And the Cowboys, going to win. And you guys, give me a like and subscribe and share. And be with me through this great battle that we will have to have tomorrow for the Dallas Cowboys. And we shall win. Okay? But listen, to Eagle fans, fear smells bad on y'all, man. Damn. Y'all smell like shit. And shit is fear when it's going down your pants and ass.
Now that I escape, sleep, walk awake. Those who correlate know the world ain't cake. Jail bars ain't golden gates. Those who fake, they break. When they meet their 400-pound mate, if I could rule the world, everyone would have a gun in the ghetto, of course, when get the up and on their horse. Kick around drinking.